and all kind of crazy stuff on his podcast. Yeah.
Now, content like this is especially bad.
Pause, because she mentioned that, because I said that they're ghetto. Look.
You ain't lie, though.
Yeah, but like I have an issue. I don't like ghetto people. Whether they're black, Hispanic, white, whatever.
No matter who it is.
I mean, okay, I've been extremely critical of Bad Baby for being a ratchet ass, but she's white. Where's the uproar there? I cook her on X all the fucking time. Not one person comes in and says, Myron, you hate white women. See the fucking difference?
Myron Gaines and Walter Weeks, aka Fresh, destroys this woke feminist claims about Fresh and Fit. Not only she talks shit about them, she makes bold claims attempting to make Fresh and Fit look bad, resulting in Myron and Fresh debunking every single claim and shutting her down. Don't forget to hit the like button, share the video, hit that bell notifications, and subscribe. Let's jump in.
Liberal chick debates Charlie Kirk. Aiden invites her on stream to debate Nick as one of the feminists. She declines, saying that I'm not going to platform a white supremacist / bigoted racist, blah, 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 insert fucking stupid term here. And then I went ahead and I responded to her saying that stupid shit, and we could play the clip.
All right.
Bills, I'll have you pause because she makes a bunch of stupid accusations here.
Hi, divas. So, in the mix of this whole thing with Aiden Ross, this other random person decided to call me out. This dude named Myron Gaines decided to comment on the situation. And I'm sure, as you can imagine, he said some very enlightened and really nuanced things. Just kidding. He called me a bimbo. Here's me. Here's him calling me a bimbo. Telling me to shut the fuck up, by the way.
Pause.
No. So, yeah.
Notice how she didn't address anything I said before. I called her a stupid because, to substantiate that claim, you had a huge opportunity. They're platforming you, not the other way around. You're a nobody, right? Like, the way it works in the social media world, guys, is if someone bigger than you invites you to a platform, right, and you try to sit here and be like decline or some other bullshit like that, and then try to say, oh, well, I'm not going to platform them, whatever. Like, they're doing you a favor, stupid. Like, this is not... Like, you're the one benefiting.
I mean, we see it on the show. Girls are like, oh, yeah, I'm just here for you guys. But it's like, no, you have an opportunity to come on a podcast. It's like, we have a big platform. You can sell whatever you want to sell, basically. When they see you on the platform, it's like, it's opportunity. She had an opportunity, too, and she wasted it.
So, exactly. And that's why I called her a stupid bimbo.
And $20K.
Because she missed a huge opportunity, and she's trying to cope and say, oh, well, I missed that opportunity because X, Y, Z. And that's why I need to let her know, like, bro, you're not on their level to sit here and be like, I can decline invites like that, and I'm cool. No, you're a fucking nobody. And I had to give her that reminder. Because how many times do we encounter chicks, just like her, by the way, that have this main character energy or main character feeling?
A lot. All the time.
It's crazy, bro.
All the time.
And we get, how many girls come on this show? Well, you need us. No, we fucking don't, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we really don't. If you look at all of our most viewed videos where we had the most live viewers, it was almost never when we had chicks on.
Does she have a OF or no? This chick?
I don't know.
Yeah. I'd be surprised.
I wouldn't buy it anyway.
Anyway, but all of our most viewed streams, right, when we had the most live viewers, 100K here, 20K, 30K, 40K, 50K, it's not when we have... do after hours. Yeah. So surprisingly enough. Let's keep going.
This caused me to do some extensive research. I Googled him.
Extensive research.
It turns out he's the co-host of this podcast, and they're basically like marketing themselves as a dollar store version of Andrew Tate.
Pause.
Hi, guys. Real
It is incredible to me when people try to say this bullshit, not knowing that we were doing this before Tate's meteoric rise, right, in 2022. And a matter of fact, a lot of the clips that that went viral were when we did interviews with him, right? Like the big one I remember is like when he talked about Islam and how they don't stand for the bullshit, right? So, and I want to be very clear about this. Like Andrew would have blown up with or without us because the guy has talent, very charismatic, etc. Great speaker. He would have blown up no matter what. But for people to sit there and say, oh, you guys are a dollar store version or whatever the fuck they want to say, as if like we weren't around already. Like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about?
And they attack literally, like, their arguments are attacking you as an individual versus your actual points. If you notice, every single time.
The point I made was you don't have the influence, right, or the clout to be talking like this. That is my stance. So therefore, you're a stupid bimbo for not going on. But she's not refuting what I'm saying. Let's see what else she's going to say.
Quick note from Naima, the Hungover editor. He wrote a book called Why Women Deserve Less. Crazy title. He has had... and
Yeah, the book talks about the issues with feminism. I mean, take a look at yourself. You are the byproduct of feminism. You got ridiculous piercings. You don't shave your armpits. You bought in hook, line, and sinker into this leftist agenda that they've been using to propagandize you, right? And more than likely, you're going to have a very difficult time finding a man and building a family because the nuclear family is no longer the respected.
You know what's
right?
funny?
Women don't chase that anymore.
After being lied to for so long, and they're so confident in their beliefs of feminism and being woke, it's like 35 plus, you're like, damn, maybe I should have went down a different path. But it's too late.
Yeah.
But she's
And
confident.
she's in her 20s, so she doesn't know better.
Exactly.
So the book actually talks about feminism and how it's affected the dating marketplace. Yes, it's an interest, because here's the thing, it's marketing. Catchy title. I released it on Valentine's Day, and I made the book short as fuck on purpose because they deserve it. So, right, it's huge. It's hilarious, right? So, so obviously she's going to get mad and triggered about that. But if you actually read the book, I give a very short and concise viewpoint of feminism and why it's a problem. Which, by the way, guys, the book is on Amazon right now. We could drop the link in the thing. Go pick yourself up a copy. It's cheap, like $20 or some shit, hardcover. So yeah.
But you know what's funny about this whole video? After this whole debacle's done, people are gonna forget about her. It's like, she's trending now because of this whole response. But like after this, like, what does she have next? Other than what, a couple takes on you guys that is false anyway. I thought she even did her research on us or even Aiden, because if she did the research, she would know that it's worth the opportunity. But 20K plus opportunity like this, most people jump at it like I'm in. So she's way over her head in her beliefs of who she is as a creator. I'll tell you that right now.
Yep.
Let's continue.
And Nick Fuentes on his podcast multiple times. He did this for them pretty hard. He hates black women.
Pause.
He openly calls them
Let's
ghetto.
address this thing about people saying that I deride my friends, which I always find funny. So, and I talked about this yesterday, but I want to really like hammer this home. Anytime you have conservative values, right? Whether it's the promotion of the nuclear family, masculinity, men being protectors and providers, being a leader, etc., and this other shit. These things tend to be controversial in 2024.
Yeah.
Right? And though a lot of people agree with it, they can't actually go out and say these things, right? It's no mistake that people like me, Nick, Andrew Tate, Sneeko, etc., have been able to build massive audience. It's because there is a silent majority that's tired of the fucking politically correct left-wing bullshit.
Myself included. I am also tired of propaganda being fed to us, whether it was during school, the news, the media, or even people who have been psyoped to the point where they don't operate in reality, spread across the states. And it's clear how this feminist creature operates and proves Myron's point that feminism is an actual problem. Let's continue.
However, this is not necessarily exemplified in the social media world. Most social media creators either stay neutral or lean left. Why? Because it is far more profitable to be a liberal left-wing creator than it is to be a conservative right-wing creator. Okay? If you look at like people that get banned, people that get censored, demonetized, whatever it is, they almost always lean on the right. Very rarely do they lean on the left, right? So when I show support for guys like Andrew, for Nick, or whatever like that, it's because there's not many of us, guys, right? If you guys actually go out into the social media world and look at the majority of influencers, very few lean right. And there's a bunch of reasons for that. One of them is financial. Because if you lean right, you risk getting deplatformed, banned, censored, demonetized, etc. So most creators are left-leaning. Or if they don't lean anywhere, they stay in the middle and stay away from politics altogether. Many of them have come to me and told me I agree with everything that you say. But I'm not going to say that shit on my stream. Right? So when I show support for guys that are like myself, that are controversial, lightning rods for the left to attack, etc., I show support because We think the same, and there's not that many of us, and we're stronger together than we are apart. That's why I so strongly support guys like Andrew when they're getting, falsely accused. That's why I so strongly support guys like Nick when they're being called all these pejorative terms. That's why I strongly support guys like Sneeko when he's talking about the importance of the nuclear family and conservative values. I support these guys so heavily, Crowder, everybody, even though I might disagree with them on some things, I support them because there's not many of us guys. There's very few people that lean right in the social media world. So we got to stick together. So her trying to sit there and trivialize it as you're deriding. Well, look, you as a stupid liberal female don't understand the importance of loyalty and how that's an inherently masculine trait. Why is it an inherently masculine trait? Because before the advent of the fucking internet and social media and all these modern conveniences, right? We used to have wars. And for you to win the war and preserve you, your nation, and your people, you needed to stick there and fight, okay? Every single guy on the line that you were fighting alongside, you needed to put the utmost trust and loyalty to that individual. Loyalty is inherently a masculine trait. It's not really a feminine trait, it's a masculine trait, right? Because it's been tested since the beginning of time through battle and wars. So we've been able to kind of stray from that now because we live in a very civilized and safe and first world existence.
Comfortable, yeah.
So since loyalty, and that's why so many people say loyalty is like, it's so hard to find it. Why? Because we don't have to put it through the test anymore through violence of wars. So this is why it's a masculine trait, and this is why it's been respected for so long, because if you're loyal and you want to pick up a sword and fight alongside your brother, that means that both of you are working together to preserve your people, preserve your nation, preserve your religion, preserve your culture. That's an admirable trait. But obviously a like this doesn't understand that because women don't understand the concept of loyalty when it comes to putting yourself on the line regardless of the potential outcome. They don't get that. Because, and I don't blame her for this, that she doesn't get it. Because women don't fight wars. Women don't engage in conflict. They're not as risk tolerant as men are. They're risk averse, if anything.
And they don't care either.
And they don't care.
Yeah.
So for her to say that, if anything, exemplifies the female mindset and the female talking points of, this guy is a D-writer, blah, blah, blah. When in reality, no, it's called loyalty, you dumb bimbo. You just don't understand it.
This is another reason why a lot of creators are females, bro. They don't ever, go past that plateau of getting a certain amount of followers because to them it's like, okay, I can wing this on the fly and not understand how this shit actually works. And if you understand how things work, collaborations do a big number for your, platform, for yourself as a creator, for your audience. So for her to say no to this, I'm just like, bro, and 20K, you are literally insane.
She's stupid. And then for her to sit there and try, like I said, to use the concept of you're deriding when in reality I'm just showing support and being loyal to my friends that support me. Like Andrew, Nick, all these guys, they've said good things about me, man. Like when they didn't have to, right? So I support them, they support me. So, haters gonna hate, man. Haters gonna hate.
Yeah.
But I don't expect her to understand this shit because she's a woman. And on top of that, she's a lefty female, right? What's up next?
Let's continue.
Oh yeah, I hate black women. You want to address this one first?
Well, that's not true.
She said that the podcast hates black women.
Well, that's not true at all. I believe that dabbling in the dark every now and then is fine. We dabble in the dark every now and then. But to be fair though, they took this one clip of us talking about an app called Blacked, and they said that we hate black women because we made fun of the girls on the app. When in reality speaking, if you are if you're in our current scenario right now, and you have the dating app, for example, like Blacked, you don't want to date, certain types of ghetto chicks, bro. You just don't want to. So we made a joke about that, and they took it to a whole nother level. And Andrew Schultz tried to ambush us on that topic, a bunch of other people too as well. And it's just like, yo, bro, we obviously make fun of everybody. So to just single out on black people that we hate is you trying to pin a narrative that's not true. So listen, bro, at the end of the day, we don't partake in certain things, and it just happens to be that we don't really date black girls. That's it.
Let's see what she says. Check this out. So hit play, and let's see what she says after this because it's hilarious.
Cool.
And all kind of crazy stuff on his podcast. Yeah.
Now, content like this is especially bad.
Pause, because she mentioned that, because I said that they're ghetto. Look.
You ain't lie, though.
Yeah, but like I have an issue. I don't like ghetto people. Whether they're black, Hispanic, white, whatever.
No matter who it is.
I mean, okay, I've been extremely critical of Bad Baby for being a ratchet ass, but she's white. Where's the uproar there? I cook her on X all the fucking time. Not one person comes in and says, Myron, you hate white women. See the fucking difference? Because they don't necessarily care that I'm calling a ghetto thought. They care that they can use me calling her a ghetto thought to substantiate a claim that I'm racist towards black women. That's what they care about. When I criticize Hispanic women for being ratchet thoughts, nobody gives a fuck. How many times have I said on this podcast, you're a ratchet hoe, whatever the fuck it is, and she's not black at all. But no one ever clips that or uses that and says, oh, you hate Hispanic women or you hate white women.
Or Asian.
Or Asian.
Only black. God forbid, though, that we actually had that stance. Why would they come on the show? Why would they even be here? Like, they wouldn't be here at all. So that argument is just funny because it's like, you want to paint us in this light, but you have no idea what we actually do or believe in. You just assume from a clip. So
I have an issue. This is what it is. I don't hate black women. I hate ghetto people. It just so happens that a lot of women tend to be ghetto. Ta-da!
Could be the music, could be the environment, could be their parents.
It's fucking pattern recognition.
Yeah.
Right? And again, this is what liberals do, right? Higher IQ people, as a matter of fact, it's a component of an IQ test. Higher IQ people are able to recognize patterns, right? They notice that a certain group of people tend to have a certain trait. So stereotypes are a very healthy human response to recognizing patterns of behavior, right? Every single one of you niggas right now, let's go into a dream scenario. 12 o'clock midnight, you're walking down the street in Brooklyn, New York. You see 3 black men approaching you with Nike sweatsuits on. What are you doing? Option A, continue walking down the street. Or option B, you're going to cross the street and try to avoid them. Let's go ahead and see what the poll's going to say.
Option A, continue walking. Option B,
cross the street. And say, yeah, I'm going to go this way. What y'all niggas doing?
It's pretty obvious, but let's see what they say.
I want to see what the audience is going to say. I wish I had some Jeopardy music here.
We got a B. We got another B. All Bs.
All Bs, right? All you niggas are racist. All you guys are fucking racist.
That was easy.
Bigots, racist, biased, fucked. Right?
How dare you?
But no, that's absolutely, right? It's an absolutely logically sound decision to make given the circumstances. Let's talk about some facts. The black population is only about 15% of the U.S. population, right? If you cut that in half, that's maybe 6 to 7% of those being black men?
Yeah.
They're responsible for 60% of the violent crime. So, is pattern recognition racist now? That's the fucking truth, right? Does that mean that all black men are criminals and violent individuals? No.
We're black.
We're black too. But calling it out makes you racist. It's a fucking fact, man. So when people try to say this bullshit about, oh, well, you don't like black women, blah, blah, because they're ghetto, blah, blah. No, I don't like certain behaviors. And it just so happens that certain behaviors tend to be attributed to certain groups of people more than others.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Fucking cry about it, bro. Fucking cry about it.
I love when they say, you must hate all black women because you said this one truth about some of their race. No, we just said some people have these tendencies we don't like. And guess what? It's my life. If I don't like it, fuck you.
And here's another thing. You know what's interesting? We'll have some fun with this real quick, right? Let's rewind the scenario. Let's say it's me, Fresh, and Bill's walking down the street, and we see somebody coming towards us. Why you throw me in it? Because you look like a nigga, bro. God.
Yeah, so I'm like dreads.
Yeah, you a nigga, bro.
Yeah, dreads, bro.
So let's say we're walking down the street. Someone sees us. That guy crosses the street. Am I gonna get mad? No.
No.
I wouldn't get mad, right? Because I'm able to look at his behavior be objective, say, okay, given the data out there, there's a likelihood
It makes sense.
that we could do something to him. So he's moving accordingly. I wouldn't get angry at him.
And that, folks, is what I call pattern recognition. The problem with these woke lefties, like this creature here, is that they don't think critically. They don't see with their own eyes. They only expect, quote unquote, researched data or proven evidence to see how they should feel about generalizations. What Myron and Fresh's podcast does is to show their audience the importance of thinking critically, and this woke feminists failed to expose them because they had nothing to be exposed of regardless. If you enjoy this type of video, don't forget to like, comment down below, and subscribe for more clips like these. We'll see you on the next one.